Hi, welcome back to another video on the Unqualified Engineering YouTube channel. In today's video, we will be building the second part for my CNC machine, the motion and control. The cutting is for the next video, but you will see the machine start to home in this video. You will see it draw a circle and something a little bit more complicated, which you see close to the end of the video. Hope you enjoy, and let's get started. The parts I'm going to be using: 2mm NEMA 17 stepper motors. I also got limit switches. I have more limit switches, but they take up space on my table, so I'm only showing the 3 of them in the bag. I have 6 of them. I have the 4 lead screws I need, all in different sizes. There's 150, there's I think 350 and a 450 here. I need to cut them down because they don't sell them in the exact size I need. I also went with lead screws instead of ball screws, for number 1 being they're cheaper. I have a bunch of 3D printed parts. Eventually I will upgrade them to aluminum or steel when I get the machine working. I am using the GRBL CNC shield because it's the most cost effective to power a thing like a CNC machine with NEMA 17 motors on it, so why not? And I'm using an Alegu Uno R3 for this shield to go on top of it. It's a shield after all, not just a standalone thing. Right here I have a 36 volt 10 amp power supply. I've already hooked the cable up to it to make my life easier, and I have the flexible shaft couplings that connect the motors to the shafts. They're 5mm for the NEMA 17 to the 8mm for the lead screws. I think I got the wrong one because they're not the clamp one, there's the pinch one, but that should be fine for the first one. Then over here I just have more 3D printed part. I have some aluminum extrusion. I'm going to be using this really old Dell. It's going to be running Universal G-code sender with GRBL. But let's get on to building. This is test 1 of the first stage of the gantry. Let's hope everything works as it's supposed to. Looking good so far. It's all finished now. I still need to do a bunch of cable management with like cable chains and stuff because these cables are very long, but it's pretty much finished. I also need to attach limit switches, but I'll do all of that off camera. But yeah, it's finished. Well, it's been about 3 days since I filmed the last clip here because it took me a very long time to set up the limit switches. I don't know what it was, but it kept on breaking, and homing this wasn't working, but it works now. I just need to hold up this cable because it gets stuck. Okay, this is CNC machine test 1. We are trying to draw a circle, and I got a bit lazy and I just taped the fine liner on, but let's see what happens here. Oh, that looks like a rectangle. A little bit better of a mount. I'll be back with that. This is CNC test number 2. We are hopefully going to be able to draw a circle, but let's try it. We got, but I did make the mount for the fine liner way better. I still need to get a nut for this part because it's very wobbly, but I have that on the way. And then we can try it after that again, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's better, but it's still quite garbage. I think I could fix that though. I think it's because the page moved, but otherwise it's a lot better than last time. Hopefully getting a bit more rigidity in the system so it can't do this. I'm assuming that's going to help quite a bit. So after the last circle that this machine made, I decided it needed some upgrades. Because if you can see here, this thing right here is super wiggly, like this whole thing right here. And I've came up with a few ways to possibly fix it. So the first thing that I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on adding another lead screw nut at the bottom of there to keep this from wobbling back and forth like it is right now. And then there's this one. I'm going to attach these new 3D printed parts. Over here, or this one over here, I'm going to attach a linear rod across this to hopefully stabilize this. And I'm pretty sure that's going to work. And eventually I will do these, but I think this is the most stable axis right now, like I can't really even twist it. So let's hope this works, and I will see you guys when I do that. I did one of the fixes I was going to do. I put another lead screw nut in this, and it removes all the play in this part. This one still has quite a bit of play, but that's for the next repair. I messed up on the modeling on that one, so it doesn't really work. But we're going to try something a bit more complicated to see if it works this time. Let's see it. Oh wow, that is definitely a lot better than the last time I did this. Holy crap. So I went ahead and I adjusted the steps per millimeter so it will actually draw a circle instead of a weird looking oval thing. I also added a linear rail connecting to here to significantly reduce backlash. Still not great, but it's better than it was. But I think we should try the circle. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so still a little bit ovalish, but that's a lot better. It's actually the right size this time. That's pretty. Thank you if you reached this far into the video. But this is the end of the CNC build part 2. There's one more part and another one if you consider the enclosure part of this build, but I think this is something else. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please consider subscribing or liking the video. And I'll see you next time for the first cuts and other things. in the next video, coming out pretty soon, I think. I'm probably already filming it by the time this comes out, so thank you guys, and